Good morning, my Linux friends. I hope all is well this chilly Ohio morning. It is about, 28 degrees, and it's too cold. I don't like it. I'll be okay. I'm doing my morning stretches, so if anybody is out there and wants to say hello, this is an unscheduled live show. I try to do these at random times just so, we have way too many people, I think, around the world who never get a chance to stop in and say hello. So if you're out there and want to say hello, now's your chance. I won't be on too long. So if you're watching this, please do stop by and say hello. Background music is by my talented dad. Thanks, Pops, for the Italian melodies. You can catch his tunes at bandcamp.com and help support what we do here. So about 3 weeks ago, I went jogging in the cold, and I did not stretch out before or after. It was on a Saturday, and the next day I could barely walk. My right knee was sore. It felt like it was swollen, but it was not swollen. It felt like it. So I'm actually doing, when I can, morning stretches here on the carpet as I'm doing this on my big 50-inch TV. So a little secret of a semi-famous YouTuber, right? I stretch my legs as I do a Good Morning Linux show. Hello, Case Kit. Am I saying that right? Timo is in the house. My Australian friend is in the house. Hi, Case Kit. Oh, praying for me. Thank you. I'll be okay. I actually screwed up my back last week, so I've been doing ice packs and Motrin. So how are you, Case Kit? Yeah, one of the advantages of doing these, having an office downstairs, is it's a basement floor. It's flat, but it's carpeted. So if I have to stretch out my legs or stretch out my back, it's perfect to do these in the morning as I chat with you guys. So Case Kid, is this your first time on a live chat? I don't think your name rings a bell. If it is, everybody say hello to Case Kid. Welcome. Let me stretch. Go from right to left leg. Feels better. Doing well. Very good. Thank you for stopping by. So this is just an open chat. Good Morning Linux live. And, it is your first time. All right, everybody, please say hello to K-Skit. That's why I do these. There's got to be thousands of you out there, like literally, who never get a chance to stop in to say hello. So that's why when I have the time, I'll do these, and people like you can stop in and say hello, ask a question, or have a drink of wine. Although for me, it's too early for wine. So welcome, K-Skit. Nice to have you with us. So awesome. It feels good to stretch out. It really does. Anyway, so yeah, this is just an open chat. Again, this is unscheduled, and the reason why I do these again is to have some people come in like K-Skit who never have a chance to stop in and say hello. You are quite welcome, my friend. Let's see. What else do I have to say this? Oh man, that feels so good to stretch. Yeah, I screwed up my back last week, and anyway, I went to see my chiropractor. He says, come here, like, look at the x-ray. I said, what, doc? Your spine is crooked. Oh, is that all? Anyway, hopefully I'll be okay here in the next month or so. I got to go visit him today and do what I got to do. And yeah, what happened was I was walking crooked for 2 weeks, and it's kind of like having a car out of alignment, and it slowly messed up my back. And that's what happened. So plus I lifted something heavy one day and woke up one morning. I'm like, very unstable back. I felt like a broken Arch Linux system. Anyway, I am better. I have to be careful, walking, jogging, and lifting. But never too early. Whatever you say, Tim. No wine this one. I had a quick breakfast, and I'm actually drinking water. Yeah. So maybe I should just call these shows Good Morning Linux Stretches, right? Anyway. Those of you who watch this later, those of you who are on the Patreon page, I never know what to do with that page, with that thing. Thank you for supporting the channel through Patreon, by the way. I posted a short podcast entitled "Should Ubuntu Dump the GNOME Desktop?" So, and we'll talk about more about that in a live show. But for those of you who are on Patreon, thank you for sticking around. That's my third time on there. We still have a few supporters left. So if you support the channel through Patreon, thank you. And like I said, I never know what to do with that or what extra thing to do as a thank you. So I will occasionally post like little short podcasts on there. So if you're on Patreon, TOS today, thank you. And take a listen to the podcast. The Catholic brothers at school would make sure we all stood up straight or else. Oh, I remember. Yes, I remember. Yeah, all aboard the tequila train. Doot, doot. Gotta love these off-topic stories, right? There's actually a tequila train that travels between, I guess, the U.S. and Mexico. I'm not sure. That for a low price of $100-some, I think, you can drink all the tequila you want or other beverages. Hey, you're not driving the train, so go ahead and drink. Why not? I love tequila. What's that joke, Tim? 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor. Oh, that joke never gets old. Anyway, Tim says you should be available over the weekend. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do a live show this weekend. I'll check the email, see if we have any sponsors, and if we have a sponsor, we'll do a show. If not, maybe we'll just do a private chat, and I'll just do more my own thing. The Casket likes that joke. You're quite welcome. Let's see. What's the other joke? What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. You know, I feel bad. My girlfriend left me to go to mime school. Yep, I haven't heard from her since. You know, 'cause mime, silence, and okay. You like that one, Casket? See, I see these shows I do for you guys. I love you guys. Anyway. All right, time to stretch legs here. Stretch the right side. And I'm not gonna hook up my webcam so you can watch me guys doing stretches on the carpet. That would just be kind of silly. Unless I was doing an exercise show. Everybody, okay, everybody now on the ground. Stretch out the leg to the right. That's right. Now to the left. Let's work out those buns. Come on, we want some hard buns. What was that guy from the 80s, 90s? Exercise guy? Richard Simmons? I think, yeah. But that's not me, no. Confucius say, he who want the pretty nurse, be patient. But-a-bump. Thank you for those words of wisdom, Sleepy. Yes, I totally agree. By the way, is the background music too loud? I should have checked with you guys. Doesn't look like it is. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down or turn it up if you like. Yes, you want pretty nurse, be patient. Totally agree. Last month when I cut my finger, I went to the Express Care. There were 2 pretty nurses, and I said, yeah, I made the nurses laugh so hard they left me in stitches. 5 of them. Boom. Anyway, the music's fine. Okay, thank you, Tim. I'll give you guys a heads up. I think my dad and I are going to release the single from his yet unseen, unreleased movie. I think we're going to release it on Valentine's weekend, Valentine's Day. We've been talking about this really for about a year now, maybe more, on what to do with the film and the songs. So we thought, you know what, Pop, it's time. Let's see if we can do something and get the word out there and, see if we can get a return on our investment. So be on the lookout for that. If we release it, the song is called God Guide Us. Perhaps the perfect song in an imperfect world, huh? It's in Italian, but I'll do a translated lyric video, so be on the lookout for that. Again, all downloads will help support what we do here. Sir J is in the house, my favorite Windows 10 user. Excuse me. Oh, I was choking on water. Hello, Farron. Anyway, yes, the world could use some loving care guidance. Casket, I totally agree. So what's new out there in the Linux world? I am doing this in what am I doing? It's way too early for me. I'm doing this in Linux Mint, this live show. Linux Mint, the latest Linux Mint Mate on my 50-inch TV. I deleted Ubuntu on this one because I got tired of it. I got annoyed. Too annoyed using it. And we'll talk about that in a future live show. So yeah. So, always been a fan of the Mate desktop. Of course, Linux Mint, rock solid. So, that's what we're doing for this morning. Casket is using Linux Mint. Awesome, man. Yeah. Yeah, I've been using it off and on now since the first one, 2008. Somewhere around there, 2009. I started off with Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Zorn, and a host of others. I distro hopped until 2016 when I said, forget about it. I'll stick with Ubuntu Mate. You hopped from Ubuntu Mate? Vince says, I still have it on my main Dell. It's on there. Vince, don't panic. I don't need to see my Italian doctor, my psychiatrist doctor, Dr. Benny Bendova. I'm doing fine. It's still on my main machine, but it has a bad motherboard. It has 2 bad display ports that aren't working, so that's why I'm using this one today. I found a new machine I was going to buy from HP on sale for $200 off. I think it's on sale for about $600. Perfect for what I do. We actually, in this country, we actually received another stimulus check because of the pandemic for about $600. I'm thinking, great. And then something broke on my son's car, and I will say, oh no. So there goes the stimulus check. It's always something, huh? Anyway, so yeah, I still have the Ubuntu Mate on my Dell. It's not going anywhere. This is my backup machine on my gateway. So, yeah. Hey, I like anything with Mate in it, right? Don't you? So again, if there's anybody new watching, wants to say hello, now is your chance. So you've tried sticking the manipulated Chromium profile for New Fern OS stores ICE SSB. Man, that's a mouthful. Ooh, that's like a tongue twister. Okay. Not sure what's going on there, Farron, but yeah. If you need some Motrin, I'll send some your way. I'm taking Motrin for my sore back. So now you can install Edge on Linux. Is that what it is? Of course, the question is why. High time for Biden's team to use Gen 2 speed and performance to fight the pandemic. I totally agree, Serge. Yeah, totally agree. Well, they have been using Linux. They have been using supercomputers to find possible vaccines, which they have, I guess, to fight the pandemic. And of course, the supercomputers are powered by Linux. I don't know if they're powered by Gen 2, but somebody cracked a joke on Facebook. You have to dress very, very warm today. It's going to be minus 45. You know, it's inauguration day, so you guys can figure out that joke. Hello, Aziz. In your country, it is night. Welcome aboard, Aziz. How are you, sir? If this is your first time on a live show, welcome, Aziz. Everybody say hello to Aziz. Great to have you here. The pleasures of getting older, my friend. Body issues. Gee, Tim, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I think, Tim, once you hit 40, yeah, that's when things start to go the other way, right? Yeah, say hello to Aziz. Aziz is from Asia. Oh, wow, cool. Nice. So I'm guessing Linux is very popular there in Asia, right? So Aziz, do you use a form of Linux? If you don't, that's okay too. Just curious. I'm going to upload a story, a short news story, I think tomorrow, something coming out of Asia. Some kind of a Linux distribution for tablets. Anyway, I'll upload that either tonight or tomorrow. It kind of made me laugh of what it's called, but I'll save that for next time. You were just expecting that manipulated profile to commit not work over in Edge. Ah, okay. Ah, you are using Ubuntu. Very good. Where would the world be? Where would Linux users be without Ubuntu, right? Think about it. Ubuntu came out, what, the first one, 2004? Right? And here we are. It's still around. Almost, it's going to be almost 20 years now. Wow. Good for Ubuntu. Yes, it is called JingOS. But I'm still going to post a video because something else on that made me laugh. I won't spoil it here, but you'll get the joke tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, where would we be without Ubuntu and or Ubuntu based, right? Sure. So thank you, Team Ubuntu. I just wish you didn't have the GNOME desktop as your default desktop. It's not my favorite. But you can't have it all, I guess, right? Yes, that no Ubuntu means we would all be on Slackware. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Yes. That's right. You guys can always check out Farron OS. I have multiple times. It's pretty good system, actually. Okay, let's replay the music here from my dad. Thank you, Dad, for the Italian instrumentals. If you guys want to check out my dad's tunes, go to the Bandcamp page. Let me just type it here. These are tunes for my dad's vault that, because of the pandemic, what's going on since last year, I said, well, just send me what you have, and I'll post them on the page, and, maybe we can get some more supporters for the channel. You can get some tunes. And let me get positioned here. Alright, there's the Bandcamp page for my dad for his songs. We have Danks in the house. Wow, what is this? This is a tequila testing contest. And the goal of the contest is who can drink the most tequila using Arch Linux without falling over. Hi, Danks. This is a Good Morning Linux live stream for people like yourself who never get a chance to stop in to say hello. Welcome aboard. According to my YouTube analytics, most of you who follow this unique channel are on between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. during the day, very seldom at night. So that's why I do the occasional live streams in the morning, sometimes afternoon when I can, so people like yourself can say hello. So say hello, Danks. How are you? Don't be shy. You're trying to install some kind of Linux on a compact NX30. That sounds like a oldie. What kind of Linux? Which Linux are you trying to install? I can't think lately of any Ubuntu-based systems, strictly Ubuntu-based, that I haven't been able to at least test or install. Most of them are pretty good, as long as you have at least 2 gigs of RAM, preferably 4, you should be able to install most Ubuntu-based systems. Other than that, I don't know. Sparky Linux. Isn't that based off Ubuntu? Yeah, I tested that once years ago. I don't remember, but if it's based off Ubuntu, yeah, if you have at least 2 gigs of RAM, some require 4 gigs of RAM. It should be okay. What's up, Razor? Yeah, what kind of hardware is on the compact? I don't think Sparky Linux requires 4 gigs of RAM, but I don't remember. Here with Mate, with everything running, let's see, it is using 1.7 gigs. Yeah, 1.7 gigs, so 480 megabytes of RAM. That is not going to work. Not going to work. Yeah, that's an old machine, huh? Yeah, that's what it is. The 50 gigabyte space should be enough, but with that kind of RAM, it's not going to work. I would try something called Q4OS. If you want to mess with that machine still, Q4OS. I believe you need 128 megabytes of RAM. So try Q4OS, because nowadays if you don't have at least 2 gigs, even with the lightweight system, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, try Q4OS. So you don't have the minimum requirements, specifications to run Sparky Linux. That's what it is. Possibly antics. That is true. Caseket. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, try Antics or Q4OS. Let me show you guys this here. Let me transition here to my desktop. Hope you guys can see. But if you see here to the left of my system, yeah, we're using almost 2 gigs now just to run this, 1.7 gigs. Yeah, you want a machine that has at least 2 gigs of RAM nowadays to install and fairly comfortably run any kind of Linux system. So the blank screen, blinking, yeah, it's choking. I don't have enough RAM. I need more more RAM. Yep, that's what it means. So if you can boost up the RAM in that thing, see if it'll work. If not, try Q4OS. It's Debian based off of Debian stable. And see if that'll work. So yeah. Alright, let's give us a 10-minute warning and then we'll wrap it up. So I can start my day. Yeah, I have Q4OS installed on my ThinkPad, which had Windows XP. It's in my garage. I keep it there to play music. It has stereo speakers. It has just 2 gigs of RAM, and Q4OS is perfectly fine. Hello, Kenny. You don't see how a system with 2 gigs of RAM can run any browser? Oh, yeah, no problem, Kenny. Antics, Q4OS. Let's see. Not too many out there. Lubuntu. Yes, Q4OS. Not a problem. Try that. You still don't have a lot of RAM, but it should be enough RAM to install it. How good it's going to run, that I couldn't tell you. But I have a ThinkPad T60 with only 2 gigs of RAM, and Q4OS is fine. But yeah, you can't do much with 2 gigs of RAM, but Q4OS, Antics, Lubuntu, maybe Xubuntu should be fine. Just don't expect to do a lot with it. Like if this machine had 2 gigs of RAM, I'd be choking right now trying to do this live show. But yeah, I would try Q4OS first. Yeah. Yeah, the NotPia, yeah, that's another error. Yeah, because your machine is too old. There's a way around that, but I wouldn't even go there. Thanks, yeah. Try Q4OS first. Now there are 2 versions of Q4OS. Make sure you pick the one called Trinity Desktop. I believe it's called Trinity TDE. That's the one you want. And you may have success with that if you're still trying to use that machine. So. And then let us know next time how it works out for you. Three gigs of RAM, runs Ubuntu Core fine. Okay, cool. Yes, Trinity instead of KDE, yeah. PC Linux OS, Trinity might be worth a look. I haven't messed with PC Linux OS in a while, but if it's lightweight, sure, why not? believe they are based out of Texas, if I am not mistaken. What about Peppermint, Kenny? I think you need at least a gig, if I am not mistaken. It is lightweight, but I don't think 480 megabyte is going to cut it. I like Peppermint, but it's been a while. Yeah, I tested Antics once, Vince. It is super, super fast. It's not for me, but it flies on a modern machine, you know. But it's just not for me. I'll stick with Mate, Ubuntu Mate or Linux Mint Mate. But for older machines, I think Antics would be fine. Check the weather forecast real quick for the rest of the week. The Mate desktop still has the best weather applet. The best, period. Easy to set up, no codes. Look how you read the forecast here. It's simple. I feel like I'm watching the freaking Weather Channel. So, yeah. Let's see. Mid-20s. It's cold, cold, cold. Upper 20s. Upper 20s. Well, it is January. Yeah, it looks like 20 is the number. Doesn't look like any snowstorms are coming in. Looking good. No snow. Okay, just cold. Very good. Anyway. La da dee da da da. All right. Let me close out the system monitor. Okay, guys, 5 minutes and we'll wrap it up. So again, if there's anybody new watching, has not a chance to say hello, please do. And we'll wrap it up for Good Morning Linux Live. It's great to have some new people here. It's awesome. Will Q4S work with non-PAE? I don't know, thanks. See if there's something on the website. It may be in the form of that. I don't know. If you get the error message, search my channel for a video I did on the PAE, non-PAE message that you got. There is a workaround. Okay, hopefully that'll help you out. I forget on the top of my head what the commands are, but just search out the. Says you're here for the donuts. I heard there were donuts. There were. They're all in my belly, but hey, welcome, Adam. It's cold there too. Yeah, 15 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, hey, it's winter time here in the U.S., so it's normal, right? Maybe I'll bring some donuts next time, all right? So what's up, Adam? Welcome to close to the end of the stream, but it's good to have you here. So like I said, I'll when I'm done today doing this and getting shower moving, I have a doctor appointment today. I'll check my emails. If we have a sponsor for this weekend, then we'll do a live show. Maybe we'll do it Saturday night. Maybe we'll do a sponsored video Saturday night live, since we don't have any more Big Daddy Linux on Saturday nights. You know, it's going to be tough to fill his shoes, but I'll give it a shot. Tuned in while eating breakfast, lunch. Great. Yeah, I had my breakfast, so I had some time this morning stretching my legs, my back. 3 weeks ago, I screwed up my knee. Last week, I screwed up my back. So yeah, I feel like an Arch Linux system full of bugs, completely unstable. But I'll be all right. Yeah, Sleepy says, Hey, forget the donuts. We want cannolis, okay? Yeah, go find Tony Meatballs. Tell him he forgot to bring the cannolis. Let's, excuse me. Let's finish up with one last song from my dad. True Love Never Dies. Instrumental. It's one of my favorites. Thank you, Tim. We have Damon Randell. Is Biddle gone permanently? I really don't know, Damon. Yeah. I think he is engaged, found a girlfriend, family. I really don't know. You know. I guess he found more important life things to do, which is perfectly understandable. But yeah, so we have no Saturday Night Linux video streams. Like I said, I'll check the emails. If we pick up a sponsor, we can certainly do something Saturday night. Maybe call it Saturday Night Linux or something like that. I'm not sure. He's on a break, but we'll be back. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's hard doing a show like that every week and having up to 25 Linux mutants all at the same time, trying to talk at the same. Just a joke. It's just a joke. I feel like I was watching Hollywood Squares, that old game show. Yeah, he's probably just on a break. So, because he was doing that, he was doing the other interview Linux Spotlight show. I mean, these shows take a lot of time. And then he has a full-time job, and they're only 24 hours in a day. So, I hope he comes back. I've been on this show. It's Rocco's a lot of fun. So. All right, 1 minute warning that I need to go. So any last comments, questions, suggestions? Again, although all of you here who are here for the first time, great to have you here. That's why I try to do these at these times, to have people come in who don't normally would have a chance. Like I said, there's probably thousands of you out there literally who never have a chance. So, If you haven't already contributed to the channel, it'll be great if you can to keep this thing going. So, anyway, Linux User Space Podcast. Linux User Space Podcast. Yeah. Sounds just as good as any. You are welcome. Thanks for the OS recommendation. Glad to help. And, yeah, so let me know how things work out. When will I be back on? I don't have a schedule. Case, that's probably the #1 request for the channel. I schedule live shows as the sponsors come in, as the contributions come in. When there aren't sponsors, then I just do these live shows at random, preferably at this time or during the day. So make sure you click subscribe and the notification bell to know when I am on again. If you only click subscribe, you may get it too late. So that's the best answer I can give you. But when there is a sponsored show coming up, I usually give 2-3 days heads up of what's going on. So right now I don't have a scheduled thing coming up. We may do something Saturday night. We'll see. Other than that, again, just click subscribe and the bell, and you'll know. But I try to do these at least once a week during the day, Thank you, Adam. Back to work you go. I hear you, mate. Thank you, Tim. All right, so we will end this for now. Be safe out there. Remember, it's all about the love, my friends, and I'll catch you on the next live show. You guys know how to reach me. If you have any questions, let me know. But for now, I'll just say, arrivederci.